So the MDM mode, yeah, before just used to cut in straight away. So again, just slowing down here, second gear, bringing it down to 30. I'm going to accelerate up to 50, foot flat. That's insane.
I specifically spec'd the CR0 pack, which is you only get if you've got current postcode, and it includes the Roadman rear lights. You get the.
You're talking too much. See you later. Yes, guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. I'm meeting today Define Coding here at Clean and Shiny, and we're going to be doing a few upgrades to the M4. It is a 9-year-old car, so there's quite a bit to do. Let's catch up with Carl now. Hello, Sweaty. How are you?
Don't check under my armpits. I'm a joke.
So yes, guys, this is Define Coding. Obviously, some of you guys that have watched the channel for a while will know exactly who he is. Very briefly, because I know you've done quite a bit today. I don't want to take up too much off your time. What are we doing today on the M4?
So we're going to be doing the full GTS Flash suite, which includes the steering, the differential, the track control module, and the gearbox.
Somebody's calling you. That's fine. Just interrupt the video. It's fine, Ali. It's fine. Carl, go and do your thing, guys. It's not important. It's a cheap M4. Don't worry. I can go Argos and find the map. It's fine. Just go. Okay, so just after that rude interruption, as you were saying, what sort of services do you offer for those people that don't know you?
So we do a lot of retrofits on the FG and I chassis cars. We do a lot of CarPlay, performance flashes on the CS and GTS, XHP, boot mode 3, or boot mode as the US people call it. Everything basically that you can do inside, technology-wise and software-wise, to any BMWs. That's what we do.
Cool. And also, guys, as you can see, we are at Clean and Shiny UK, but this man isn't a man that's going to clean your car. It's this lovely man who took me out in this beast of a machine, and I'll tell you something for free, this thing is next level. If you guys want to know what a rocket feels like, hit up John at Clean and Shiny, and he might take you out for a lap. He might. But yeah, Carl, as I said, we haven't got much time, so I'll let you crack on now, and I'll catch up with you guys in a sec. Okay, so yeah, Carl is working. I have no idea why he's smiling. Why are you smiling, brother?
I'm just clicking buttons.
That's very creepy. So Carl is obviously plugged into the car and he's changing some bits on the car. Just to be specific again, where this is a 9-year-old car, is that going to make a difference? Putting on newer software, am I going to notice anything?
It makes quite a big increase, not only to the performance of the car, but how refined the modules feel and the experience of driving. So what we tend to do is we'll flash the modules to the latest firmware version. Obviously your car is quite outdated, so the updates will be needed. And we'll go in and code the individual variants inside each one. And as you know, M3, M4, even some M2 owners, they complain of that kangarooing and rough feeling of the DCT gearbox. The GTS Flash gets rid of that completely. I mean, it's a dual clutch, so you'll always get a small element of it, but then the steering, the traction control, and the diff, coupled with everything else, is a complete game changer, especially for someone who likes to track their car like you.
100%, 100%. And in regards to CS and GTS, CS is probably going to be more road going and the GTS is more track, am I right in saying that?
Exactly that. The CS is more road friendly, the GTS is more track orientated. You've had both on previous cars, so obviously you know the difference, but for those who don't, you just have to remember the GTS is to inspire confidence with traction control. So it's really designed for the track or the higher power vehicles, and we're not there yet, but who knows what's in the pipeline for Mr. Williams' car.
100%. And just to check, this microfiber cloth that you're using on the car, it's a Clean and Shiny microfiber cloth?
Yeah, this is a custom branded Clean and Shiny bespoke to match my OBD Ethernet cable. So John the lovely man, he provided this just for me to make sure we didn't damage Mr. Williams' roof, because it's too hot to sit inside there. Not because Tim's been sat in there all day, just because the heat outside is lovely.
And the aircon is broken again, obviously. It's I haven't topped it up, I just don't really care. So yeah, guys, if you do want anything, jokes aside, detailing wise, make sure you hit up John here at Clean and Shiny and they'll sort you out.
So what's going on, guys? We're back in another video, and in this video you're going to see Tim Williams driving with the GTS Flashes. Now, we have done this before, previously on his M2 if you've watched all the videos, but this is night and day on a full-fledged M car.
Is it? You're going to start
the VRSF's lovely.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start properly. Clap it in again. Do 2, man.
Hey.
Okay, so we're out now. And I'm going to be very honest with you guys, it's a transformation. I know a lot of people say it's overrated, but we're going up the same road that I've just come down in. And when I got to the bottom of this road just in front and I took the corner, I felt the car drive totally different. The parameters haven't changed. We're not looking at new tyres or anything like that. Same parameters, but just a bit of the GTS and the CS sauce, and it just does that. It just does.
That VRS sounds loud.
It does.
That
Yeah,
sounds
so
loud.
they said, yeah, go and get it. Williams Performance, go and buy one. But as I was saying, the diff corner, how it corners, and obviously how it's telling the different wheel, the axle, to react to your inputs is night and day. The steering weight in my M2 mode is a sports throttle, sports suspension, and the steering weight is actually in comfort, but comfort no longer feels like laggy or loose. It feels very tight, and I was having to run this car in sports steering wheel, which I hate because it just felt very heavy. Yeah, but in comfort feels a bit more like sport, but not stupidly overweight, meaning that my inputs on track can be more precise and less like I'm fighting with the wheel. In comfort now as well, because you have done the transmission as well. Something I'm proud to announce is the car's never in the wrong gear.
Nah.
So previously, whenever I was doing like 46 miles an hour, which is what we're doing now, in a 50, it was at it was in 7th gear, but now it's in 5th. Meaning if I put my foot down now, it's a quick kick down to 4th and we're moving off. And it just does that job really, really well.
I tend to tell people it makes quite a big difference, especially if you track your car. The way the diff locks and obviously the software that controls it, just gives you a lot more feel, and that feel gives you a lot more confidence because it's hunting for traction faster, especially because you drive in DSC off, which is fine because you don't like the DSC intervening quite a lot. And the steering, everyone complains, you get that dead zone, the wiggle feeling, and it just means it's present throughout all modes. So you can drive in comfort, in efficient, in sports plus, and you get, you know, all of the effects of the flashes throughout.
Exactly. And something to note actually is on my last track day, my car had a little fault, which I did mention, and we managed to figure it out after. But there was a chap down there called Peter, who I know very well. He's actually been to Carl in the past, and he got the GTS flashes, and he done it on his MDM mode. And he said, mate, I know you can drive, but I'd much rather you drive my car in MDM, which I did. And the MDM on his felt like the traction was off. It didn't interfere. I didn't get loads of understeer. Sure, the car was stopping the car from sliding, but there was a point where the car slid to a point where it didn't reduce the power massively and give the car that fishtailing. So the GTS or the CS flashes are a no-brainer, but in my opinion, on a car that's going to be mainly used on track, GTS is definitely your friend. So the MDM mode, before just used to cut in straight away. So again, just slowing down here, second gear, bringing it down to 30. I'm going to accelerate up to 50, foot flat. That's insane. Just something, and the reason why I'm DSC off is because MDM was just not letting me enjoy the car. And I know I've got new tyres, but either way, just before, I did do a test just to see, and it just wouldn't. It feels like the traction's
a lot faster,
But you
without
can see
the GTS settings, it gives you. So the MDM will give you a lot more slip, and it's a lot more compliant with the car. That tends to be the biggest reason to do it. To be fair, people don't like the traction control constantly cutting.
Exactly.
You don't get to really feel the car properly.
And this just, you can feel the rear end just finds grip a lot quicker. Like again, slowing it down a tiny bit. Second gear, press it on. There's no flash.
No, nothing.
But before there was a flash to say, hey, we're struggling here, we ain't got enough grip. But it has got grip, exactly, and it applies the brakes. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. Again, guys, if you are looking to get this package, hit up your boy. That's Define Coding. He'll hook you up with anything you need for your car, whether it's Apple CarPlay, GTS flashes, XHP. This isn't just M cars as well. He does do bits on M lights as well. So make sure you hit him up. Boot mud free. Anything you think of, hit him up. Even that is not as stupid as it was before. Before, that number 3 literally felt like Frank Bruno was punching you in the back of the head. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Rocky, come here, man. Boom. Yeah, I think the reason why number 3 is made like that is just for people going all out track, and BMW trying to give you that motorsport feel by making it quite responsive. But number 2 is definitely like a medium ground, and I think it's a no-brainer, and that just feels so smooth, man.
Well, we spoke about the torque punch quite a lot before. The only way to get rid of it is XHP, obviously.
100%.
But again, you know, if you're pushing your car big power, stage 2, then XHP is the product for you. But if not, you know, average track day goer, enthusiastic car driver, we call it, GTS, CS is the way to go, especially for, you know, a little bit of road use and track moderation.
Definitely.
I think for the average road user, obviously CS is much more friendly, but you know, we can do a hybrid of both. You've experienced all different setups and different settings to how you like it, so you know what you prefer. Now this is a new car, and we'll do the same with this. Obviously, we'll stick with GTS until you want to experiment, and we'll go from there. But yeah, for the track they go, definitely GTS is the way to go, especially for any highly modified car, stage 1 or stage 2 plus. You know, you can't go wrong with it, especially they make a GTS car for a reason. So,
Exactly.
you know, having the whole suite of flashes, they all work together perfectly.
Exactly right. 100%.
Here we go. Send it.
What sort of road is this, boy?
There's
not going there.
not a road.
We are not going there with these guys. Should we finish the rest of the video in like South African accent?
Yes.
We are not going there.
Yes, why?
We are not going over that bridge.
why are you sounding like a cheeky pro, my boy? Come on then, my boy. Where we going, Mr. Wesley?
So
Mr. Snipes?
Oh shit, no indicating. Good BMW driver.
Come on.
Good driver.
They're broken. Your headlight's broken, mate.
Oh wow. Yes, it's epic. It's epic. Also guys, if you remember Carl, I also had his old car on the channel, which was the X3M competition in white, Alpine white or
Alpine
something.
white, yeah, the free colour.
It was very, very nice, but you've actually got a new car, haven't you?
I do have a new one.
Congratulations, I must say. He's actually upgraded his car from an X3M competition. He went and bought another X3M competition. However, this one, we've got to give it its dues. It's nice. It's nice. So it's the LCI2 Life Cycle Impulse. There you go, using the BMW words. It's decent, and this is something that I like straight away. They've actually decided to add some Roadman pack to. So this is the Roadman pack you're saying.
I specifically spec'd the CR0 pack, which is you only get if you've got current postcode, and it includes the Roadman rear lights. You get the.
You're talking too much. See you later. So jokes aside, this thing looks absolutely amazing. What is the colour, by the way?
Brooklyn grey.
Brooklyn grey. So it's something that's on the G8. Is it G8 colour as well?
Yeah, G8 colour. Yeah.
Wicked.
So it looks flat in the light.
That freaking stinks, by the way. What have you done to the car? Did you say you've just put a decat on it through a software map?
Yeah, 2 of them. So there's 2 under the bonnet now, and then there's 2 in the middle, and there's 2 at the back. So it's direct petrol straight up.
Lovely. I didn't hear a word he said, but that's cool. Also, the shy guy at the back, that's Through Films. Make sure you follow him. This guy is probably the best video content creator I've ever seen. His stuff is epic, so stay tuned for his stuff as well. But yeah, this is Carl's Beast. We might do another review on this, because I actually want to ask a question of whether an M car, whether an XM car is pointless or whether it serves a purpose. Because if you're buying an M car, you buy it for its performance. Can you really extract performance in a 4x4? That is the question. They're not even dry.
They're
You're
not,
lucky.
look, they're healthy.
You're lucky. Yeah, you were just licking them though. That's why.